Next up, we have Amy Schumer, who is a surprise. Who is a surprise on so many amazing levels. And she's going to help us to present the VOTY Awards. We'd love to welcome comedian, actress, activist, unbelievable voice for women, Amy Schumer.
Thank you so much. Thanks for playing the Rage Against the Machine song for me. That makes sense. No pictures. We're bloggers, bitch. So I don't think there's anything more important than lifting up each other's voices right now. So I really just wanted to come down and encourage you the way that people have encouraged me, telling me that my voice is important. And I really appreciated everything that Gabrielle said. And one more time for her. Wasn't that amazing? She's so smart. And you know, something that I really appreciate about her is, something I think we can all learn from her is, rather than getting angry at people who aren't woke yet, being patient with them and gently showing them and giving them the information instead of just lashing out. Instead of in interviews saying mean things and taking the time to hold their hand and show them what they may not see. So I want to thank her for that, because she's always been someone to go right to the source and speak to you. The BlogHer VOTY Awards now is in their 11th year, and they highlight women whose work towards social justice must be read, heard, and celebrated. All of these women have used their work to create real change in women's health and equality, which is something else that Gabby talked about. Something I found out just through watching Full Frontal with Samantha Bee, if anybody likes that show. It's the best. You have to watch it. But women's medicine doesn't really get this is the worst angle. Like, can you guys stop? Enough. You got it. As a woman, you don't want to be shot in a baby doll dress from your pussy up. Yeah, let's just take back the night for a moment. This is a time where we're discovering things we just didn't have information before, and it's our job, once we see it, to share with other people that there isn't a lot of money that goes into medical research for women. That's why these reproductive issues, we don't really have an answer, because they're too busy making so many different types of Viagra. And I think this is a time where we need to be really lifting each other up and supporting each other, especially in this movement, this moment. You know, when Me Too started, we were all, I think, really excited, and I'm so encouraged by the cultural change that's coming because of the Me Too movement. Yeah, if you disagree with that, you're crazy. But But then some men started going, okay, I was with you, but now it's getting a little, right? They go, but now, right, we can all agree it's getting a little. And you go, no. 1 in 6 of us in America gets raped. A lot of us in here have been sexually assaulted, but no one ever believes us right away. You know, we have important people in this room fighting for new legislation to keep untested rape kits and all the other work that you're doing in here, which blows my mind. And you know, a lot of men are now calling it a witch hunt. They go, it's a witch hunt now. I'm like, oh, you mean when you burned us at the stake for no reason? You don't have to support us, but come up with a better fucking example. We've never been in power. We don't know if we systematically abuse, except we know we don't. Anyway, the women being honored today are the ones that inspire us by showing us the impact that we can have, everybody in this room. We proudly introduce these women so that you too can join in amplifying their voices to drive our culture forward, which is what we all want. At a time when it feels like we're taking so many steps back, this is when we need to rise up the most. And we thank you for that. The women who are being honored, we thank you for that. The honorees this year, they range from authors to artists, doctors, entrepreneurs, and journalists. Thank you, journalists. I mean, everyone is important, but God, putting themselves on the line, everything they have. Imagine like what Thanksgiving is like at these journalist houses. They put themselves on the line. They show us that we can have clear results in changing the status quo to advance gender equality. These voices exemplify the call to action. And there are actions we can do, exciting actions that through talking to each other here we can find out about. They help us to define our own story and to build a better world for all women, and most importantly for women of color. Yeah. Things are bad for women, but there's no one that it's worse for than women of color. And once you see that and your eyes are open to that, if you don't do everything in your power to lift them up, then you're a piece of shit. Thank you. This is the bravery and the agency that the VOTY Awards celebrates. So I guess what I'm saying to you women is keep it up. Keep going. And do it with the intent and the heart you've been doing it with so far. And let's all pledge in this room, at least in this room, let's all pledge that when I find an honest, powerful creator of content, here, put your hands up. And then say your name, Amy, okay? I pledge that when I find an honest, powerful creator of content, I will promote the ever-loving shit out of her. That's it. Thank you so much. Thanks for inviting me. Have a great event, and I'm so grateful to you. Keep using your voices.
Also, Amy has a fucked up back today, like a really, really deeply fucked up back, and she snorted her Vicodin.
Well, I wish, but you can't poop on painkillers. But also, Samantha Bee said heels are dead to her, and so I feel like we're all gonna in a couple years be like, remember when we wore heels like a bunch of assholes? Our backs hurt. Okay, bye.